We're in Chapultepec Park. We're going to the castle.
We're late.
We're very late. We decided to take an Uber instead of the metro. And now we've lost everyone else. But we're going to the castle. It's our third day of trips. Let's go for a tour. Not a bad view from up here. It's so great.
But it used to be a forest. Have you heard about the Aztecs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who were the Aztecs? Can somebody tell me? Okay, ancient people.
One of the many civilizations Mexico of many Mexicos is.
And but you have studied pre-Hispanic history. It is the last period of the pre-Hispanic time. Okay, and they founded the city of Tenochtitlan. That's the nowadays city of Mexico in 1325. And this used to be the house of the president. This side of the castle, this down the castle. Oh, so let's go back.
The best route involves a water obstacle. This is like a obstacle course. We've got to get around the water.
One by Maybe one. You should see it from like a really big distance to see the hill. I don't know how a hill could be shaped in the shape of a grass.
7 centuries ago or 6 centuries ago, you would see all the Valley of Mexico. In the 22nd of December, Moctezuma would stand there to see the sun rise. This was a complete wall, all these, no? And here we have this figure. This figure is a chimali. A chimali is the shield of a warrior, no? Wow. And you can see, the arrows. There are 4 arrows. They always used to represent the chimali with 4 arrows crossing the chimali.
Oh, I see Josh posing.
No, me neither.
Seeing as he hates photos so much.
Everyone's like,
Oh, really? Everyone taking photos, model. Not the day to wear sandals.
Yeah, I'm so glad that
Who would have thought a tour would be adventuring through the hill of Chapultepec?
Yeah, castle, museum, and stuff like that.
Everything.
I would have thought the best path would be no path at all.
Yeah, no path at all. Yannick the Queen. We can get everyone in. Yeah.
Imagine in the time of the Aztecs, we are going to see that there's like a little window on that wall. So the Aztecs, there were 2, no, they didn't discover them because they were springs, no, they were open. So there are 2 springs there, and they made a great, like a kind of a swimming pool here. So you're gonna see that wall, you see there's a wall on the last part, was the first swimming pool. Not swimming pool, a recipient, no, a recipient, but it was like a swimming pool.
We really are adventuring today. Down to the reservoir.
This is easy.
Poor guys with the sandals.
This symbol means water. So if you see it in a book of the Aztecs, you're gonna see that this symbol has like 3 shapes here, 3, well, whatever, and it ends on a circle, no? So this means like water flowing. And Chalchihuite means a spring of water. Water. So castle of Chapultepec. And when we are kids, they show us that this guy, who was a teenager, no, died for his country in that way. So we always admire. He's one of the most important heroes. Drawings there that represents the 6 kings who died. And that there, one Tlatoani, who was called Moctezuma the First, because there were 2 Moctezumas, decided to make their sculptures like carving on the stone of all the Tlatoani. His legs and his feet, and that's his arm, and he's holding an instrument like to make music, but that's an instrument that they use to ask for rain. So this figure has to do with the well, with a ritual of petition of rain. And you're
All the way up. Absolutely beautiful.
So remember I told you the story about the kid who threw himself with a flag. So this is the guy, Juan Escutia, and this was painted by a disciple of Siqueiros, David Alfaro Siqueiros, maybe our most important muralist. Well, he and so the thing of this museum is showing people their identity, their pride. It existed previously and then it was covered. Because it's not a good painting, no? But really. But it represents the revolution. So we have here, everything that you see here is ritual and religious, no? Between the Spanish with the armor and the Aztec dressed as an eagle. There was like a battalion of warriors who dressed themselves as eagles or jaguars. This is the eagle one, no? So it turns to look to the front part of the horse, no? That gallery in which we were was like the garage of the military school, no? And this gallery in which we are was the stage for the horses, no? They were these ceilings with the columns, no? That make like a kind of a closed garden, and then he makes his bed, no? To inhabit, of course. So this is why Maximiliano here is very important, because he really changed the place. The idea is that after the death of Maximiliano, look at the whites, how wide is this avenue. After the death of Maximiliano, the liberals who governed Mexico converted this avenue into an open museum. So wherever you see there, you're going to see monuments of the history of Mexico. And you can go here. So these are. And the vitrals are one of the treasures of the castle. They were made in Paris, no? And they represent the goddesses that have to do with nature. As you can see, like Pomona and Flora.
How did you find the tour, Flores?
It was good.
He's ready to go eat something. So we're just heading to one of the restaurants that the tour guide recommended to us for a bit of lunch. Salon Corona. Yeah, up there. Not Wendy's.
Sorry about that.
People don't work. No, people don't work. They come and get Corona.
Excelente promoción. Solo esperar que esto lo pagado totalmente gratis. Así es,
I'm so excited. Oh, we've already been heading to the Anthropology Museum now. Waiting for me. Where's Josh?
We saw him last that time. That's a good question. That's
Something like that. Like every time, just how ridiculous it is here in terms of traffic. It's so slow. It's quite late now. We just gotten back to the apartment after having to take the metro and then an Uber from the metro station because the metro doesn't actually reach this far south in the city. So sorry for the tired complexion and just lack of energy. But we were going to have dinner in Condessa, but just too tired to do that. And that's the area that we kind of walked towards after the Anthropology Museum shut, because we only had about an hour and a half there, so we definitely need to get back there because there's so much information that we only really did maybe about a third of it within that time, and I rushed it completely. So much information about Mesoamerica and the ancient civilizations here in Mexico. So hopefully going to get back to there at some point, but just not anytime soon because we have so many other things to do. But what was really exciting, and I didn't quite get to film, was during lunch I won a prize draw. It was a completely random thing, and the ticket I had won me a chance to stay at a 4 or 5 star hotel at a couple of different beaches on the coast of Mexico. I had to pay a down payment, which I wasn't quite certain about because I thought it was kind of an odd thing. I wasn't quite certain about it, but actually have 2 years now in order to redeem my prize. And so I thought, why not do it? I'm going to be in Ecuador next year, so maybe I'll get to the Mexican beaches at some point. So that was so exciting, so grateful and so excited and so fortunate to actually have won something, a prize draw. So yeah, that was really great day, hopefully going to be a fantastic weekend. Also exploring the city, because we haven't actually spent a whole weekend here in Mexico City yet, and we only have one more weekend after this. So let's see what I get up to this weekend.